when the dragons came. Poppledown Town was the loveliest town, with neat rows of houses. The neat rows of houses had charming front gardens with hedges and lawns that were trimmed every day. The high street provided whatever was needed. The riverbank was perfect for picnics in May. Oh yes, Poppledown Town was the loveliest town, and everyone who lived there agreed. Amelia Toppin loved shopping. She skipped down the aisles of Poppledown Market, selecting her salads, her cheese, and cold meats. She paused at the freezers and chose all her favourites, then filled up her trolley with donuts and treats. Oh yes, Amelia Toppin loved shopping. Until the dragons came. How many dragons can you see in the picture? Frederick Creedon loved reading. He hurried each morning to Poppledown Library, treasuring the hush as he browsed along rows. He liked choosing stories, then reading them quietly, and the click of the stamp on each book that he chose. Oh yes, Frederick Creedon loved reading. What do you think's coming next? Until the dragons came. They're definitely causing mischief in the library. Olivia Turning loved learning. She sat on the carpet at Poppledown Playgroup, eager for stories and songs with Miss Twee. She carefully moulded her plasticine biscuits, ready to use in her teddy bear's tea. Oh yes, Olivia Turning loved learning. What do you think's coming next? Until the dragons came. Oh dear, how do you think she's feeling now? She doesn't look very happy, does she? Soon, Olivia Turning hated learning. Frederick Creedon avoided reading, and Amelia Toppin stopped shopping. For Poppledown Town just wasn't the same since the dragons came. But Jeremy Stamping loved camping. He set up his tent on Poppledown Common, a holiday village of orange and red. He checked all the guy ropes, the pegs and the zippers, then sizzled his sausages and pumped up his bed. Oh yes, Jeremy Stamping loved camping. What do you think's coming next? Until the rain came. It drummed on the canvas like zebras tap dancing. It hammered the fly sheet and trickled down the poles. It seeped into sleeping bags, gathered in puddles. The campers were soggy and hungry and cold. Until, that's right, the dragons came. They spread out their wings and provided a shelter. They dried up the puddles, cooked sausages to share. The campers saw kindness and talked with the dragons. They realised quite quickly they had not been fair. They explained to the dragons just how they'd annoyed them with clumsy behaviour and the mess that they'd made. The dragons said sorry. They'd meant to be friendly. They tried to be careful and calm if they stayed. So, Olivia Turning went back to her learning. Frederick Creedon continued reading. And Amelia Topping went shopping. Oh, and Amelia Toppin only went shopping on Wednesdays. Du, 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 when the dragons came. And there we have the last page. What are the dragons doing? And do you think the people of Poppletown have accepted them in their community? What a wonderful story. The end.